There are some trips that leave a mark on our souls. The roads we've traveled, the people we've shared them with, and the vehicles that took us there. These are more than just memories, they become part of who we are. This journey is one of those experiences. Our mission was to uncover the hidden beauty of mainland Greece, venture into the heart of Bulgaria, and circle back to the historic streets of Athens. We always took the road less traveled, which gave us a rare glimpse into the untouched corners of these ancient lands. Over the course of a month, we've driven through landscapes that seemed untouched by time. Our cars were covered in dirt and mud from the thousands of kilometers of rough roads. Their interiors, now more similar to living rooms, tell the story of a long journey, which is exactly what I live for. The trip began with a 35-hour ferry ride from Cyprus to Greece. For many, this stretch of time on the open water might seem like a monotonous blur. But for me, it is a gift. There is a serenity in being isolated from the world, surrounded by nothing but the endless horizon. It's in these quiet moments, when you're miles away from the distractions of daily life, that you find the space to think, to reflect, and to truly appreciate the journey you're on. Welcome to Greece, Land Cruiser. After an hour in the immigration line and with 35 hours at sea behind me, it was time to kick off the real adventure. Firstly, I stopped at my go-to spot for a proper Greek welcome. First things first. Good morning, everyone. You join me in the outskirts of Athens. It is roughly 5:30 a.m. and I'm on my way to Pavliani to find my good friend Chris in his Prado to get this road trip going. I wasn't going to stay in bed much longer. Way too excited for staying in bed. From Pavliani, the goal for today is to head towards Koumaritsi and stay there for a couple of nights to explore the area and then continue onwards, nearing Thessaloniki and Bulgaria. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be exciting. The first day kicked off with a couple of hours on the road, passing through some of the most interesting areas of central Greece. Our first stop was Pavliani, a small mountain village on the slopes of Mount Ida. This mountain is known in Greek mythology as the place where Hercules is said to have ascended to the heavens. The surrounding Ida National Park is filled with lush forests and wildlife, making it an incredibly scenic stop. After meeting up with Chris, we explored some of the forest trails that offer amazing views of the valley below. From there, we drove through a quiet village tucked deeper into the Ida Mountains. This area is surrounded by forests and streams, and it also played an important role during World War II as the base for Greek resistance fighters. Next, we headed towards Koumaritsi, the main town in the Evrytania region, often called the Switzerland of Greece because of its alpine scenery. The town sits at the foot of Mount Velouchi and is surrounded by forests, rivers, and deep gorges. This region has a rich history, having been a center of activity during the Greek War of Independence and World War II. As we continued driving through Evrytania, we found some of the most beautiful roads I have ever seen, winding through forests and along cliffs. We finally discovered a hidden swimming spot, a natural pool fed by clear mountain water. The river has been shaping this landscape for thousands of years, creating these stunning spots that feel like secret escapes in the heart of nature. On the morning of the third day, I did what every traveler should do and checked the fluids on the old 1KZ. After covering over 500 kilometers of motorways and winding mountain roads, everything looked fine. Regular checks like these are key to keeping your vehicle running smoothly, especially on long journeys. Satisfied, I was ready to hit the road for another day of adventure.
Oh yes, bro!
We aimed for an off-road track deep into the mountains of Evrytania. The trail took us through dense forests, climbing higher and higher before descending to a hidden gorge. Then the adventure shifted to hiking along a river. The hike wasn't long, but it was rocky and rugged. But trust me, the destination is well worth the effort. After an hour, we arrived at an insane spot where water falls from the cliffs year-round. The scene was mesmerizing, and moments like these remind me why putting a bit more effort into getting somewhere can make the difference between a nice spot and one you will remember forever. But we weren't done yet. There was one more hidden swimming spot waiting for us. After soaking in the moment, we drove on, taking more dirt roads which are the only access to these remote areas. The roads pass through small villages that feel frozen in time, places where life moves at a slower pace. These areas are one of the many reasons why I love Greece. And here's the thing, these spots aren't just for people who are used to overlanding. Greece has so many hidden gems that anyone can explore. All it takes is a bit of curiosity and a willingness to go off the beaten path. So, if you ever thought about escaping the routine, I encourage you to do so. Pack up, hit the road, and go find those places that make you feel alive. Whether it's the thrill of an off-road trail or the peace of a hidden swimming spot, there's something out there waiting for you.
I'm not gonna touch my feet on the ground. Μπορείς, και κάμνα σε ευκάμω.
Ναι.
Παίρνεις.
Lazy river.
That's why it's very tricky here. You can get carried away. Literally. It's actually not that cold. It's pretty good.
On the next episode of the trip, we drive the prettiest off-road track, but also the prettiest tarmac road I have ever seen. Consider subscribing and stay tuned for one of the best days on 4 wheels.